Good morning, everybody, and happy WIP Wednesday. Heidi ho there. So, not so sunny in Florida today, but that's not going to stop me from sharing a few WIPs with you. So let's see. All right, so I'm rushing a little bit late. I want you to notice that, ta-da, I'm wearing what I was wearing last week, but it's got a special super duper fix. So I know I always say this. So lots of yarn here at the yarn shop, but the best part about being in the yarn shop is being with all the stitchers. So knitters, crocheters, weavers, what have you. I'm always just getting so inspired. So was talking with one of our new social stitchers last week after the WIP Wednesday, and she was talking about, we were both sharing how much we love doing garments, being able to make something that we can actually wear. And she was talking about a top she had made, and she didn't like the way the sleeves had kind of an unfinished look, so she did an applied I-cord. I was like, well, yes, I can do that too. And so I sat down that day and did an applied I-cord to my Gemini top. So it made this neckline a lot more stable. It brought it in just a little bit, and I maybe could have added a couple rows first, but I was so excited to try it. It was super easy to do, and I probably could have picked up a video on finishing it because it came out a little bumpy where I finished it off because I was like, I'm not exactly sure how this is done, but you know, I was winging it. So anyway, I'm super duper pleased. So I'm wearing it with the lace in the front, but you have, don't forget, you have, this is reversible, which is why it's called the Gemini top, because you could wear it either way. So super pleased. This is out of the Louisa Harding. I love this yarn. It's a silk cotton viscose, the Brittany, and we've got it in really pretty colors. Go check it out. It took 2.5 balls for my small. I think she might have an extra small version, but I did this small, and really happy. So look, Tish, I don't have to keep pulling it up. So anyway, I'm very pleased. And I have another finished project to show you because Sandy, our crochet instructor, offered to make a model out of the Medina yarn from Barocco, which we absolutely love all of their colors. So she did this beautiful Tunisian scarf. And I think Tunisian's just a really cool stitch. Isn't that neat? So this is a simple Tunisian stitch with a lace stitch. But wait for it. So you've got this pretty scarf on, right? Which you can just wear just about any way you want. But look, it's got beads. So it just, oh my gosh, it just hangs so beautifully with these beads. I think it looks like kind of something from the Flapper H. So it takes a lot of beads, but she said it was really super fun to do. And so I said, would you do a class for me? And she said, yes, she would. So we picked days, and it's this Friday. And I was supposed to send an email out this weekend, but I was sick in bed all weekend, totally unproductive. From Saturday afternoon to like Monday, I got absolutely nothing done. I didn't even knit, nothing. No stitching at all. So anyway, so I'm going to send an email out real quick, and hopefully it's in time for some people to take advantage of it. So it's going to be 2 Fridays, and it's just so much fun. Now you don't have to use the Medina, but this works perfectly for that. And what a neat little scarf. So anyway, thank you very much, Sandy, for that. And if you were in here for LYS Day, maybe you got an opportunity to try the Tunisian stitch. She did a 2-color little coaster that was adorable. And thank you for that. Sandy, you are tremendous. Absolutely, we are so fortunate to have you. So here's what I'm also working on. And I didn't block it, but I gave it a little spritz because I just wanted you to really get a feeling for how beautiful these stitches are. This is my Japanese sampler blanket. It's the knit along we're doing with Tony Lorenz, and I'm going to go grab. So every month we get a different block, and we're doing it in strips. So this was the first 4 months. And so we'll end up with 3 strips, and look, so each block is just got these beautiful stitches on it, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm even keeping up. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be so nice. It's done at a Heritage 6 sport weight yarn. Some people are doing it in 220 superwash. You know, people who live somewhere where like a worsted weight blanket would come in handy, but this is going to be perfect for Florida. So if you don't want a blanket, then look at that. You can put these blocks together to whatever length you want, and maybe you could do 6 and 6 and have a beautiful little wrap that you could gift somebody. So anyway, it's really fun. And it's so easy to keep up with this kind of knit along because you get the clue on the first day of each month, and then you have a month to finish it. And the pace is just lovely if you're keeping up with it. If you get behind, like I did last year, then you got to kind of scrabble to catch up. But yeah, it's really just such a relaxed opportunity to really kind of get into some beautiful traditional stitches. And this year it's the Japanese. So, Japanese sampler blanket, look it up. We have people who are doing the cable version and the lace version. I know, we have overachievers, but we admired them. So that's one thing I've been working on. And this, if I hadn't been sick, oh boy, this might almost be done. Maybe it would have been done if I'd actually had my Sunday off. All right, look at my mess. That's because, let me see, I'm just now starting on the back. And here is the front. See, I got, now you're supposed to put these all off on holders, but I'm just leaving them on the cord because I can. So this is the front, and then we will come back and pick up stitches and do a ribbing. This is the Seven Sisters top if you want to look it up. I'm doing it at a cumulus. So you would think that a worsted weight cotton would make a very heavy top, but this cumulus is a brushed, I call it like a brushed cotton. It's just really soft and lightweight, and this is just going to be like nothing. So I love the colors. I think this is just going to be so pretty. And yeah, lots of ribbing down here. And go check it out, because it's being done out of solids and multicolor and all different types of worsted weight yarn. So that, I love going on to Ravelry and checking out the projects to see, and this has been done a lot of times. Very popular. Bottom up, and I put sleeves on one of them. On one of them I didn't do anything for sleeves. I gave that one to Erica, and it makes like a cute little tank. This one I'm trying to decide if I'm just going to do longer sleeves like I did on the first one. Maybe I'll wait and see how much yarn I have, and I'll let that decide. So, okay, now, since this is a WIP Wednesday, a little show and tell, you'd think I would be showing my Whack-A-Whip. Well, I can show it to you. Have I done anything on it? No, my circus tent, which is my shawlography, is still sitting here waiting for me, but I have a big road trip coming up, and I think with a lot of husband maybe doing a lot of driving during the daylight hours that I can get this finished up. What do you think? Oh, is that a drop stitch? No, that's just pull. It's crazy when you have these kind of crossover, really loop-de-loop stitches. So anyway, it doesn't help if you have it hanging around the shop, moving around and everything, but this is going to be so much fun when it's done. Is that a Harriet Fine? So it's really super duper soft. It was a cool knit. I just got kind of lost in the finishing it off part, and I'm sorry that I've abandoned you, but I'm going to get back on you. And so maybe after my road trip I'll be finished or almost finished. Let's hope. So, oh, I also wanted to show you quick before we get too late. I got to open the shop. Baby Soft Fancy, made in Italy by Lane du Nord. Let's see there. It's cotton. It's 100% cotton. Look at how pretty this sport weight yarn is. We've got it in so many colors. You got to go check it out. So there is a Tunisian shawl that we did as a, well, I think she did a class, and then we did this shawl as a crochet along. And I used a yarn that wasn't appropriate for it. So nothing wrong with trying, right? But I ended up taking it out, and I've always wanted to go back and do this because I've admired the ones that people have finished. So I think that this will be the perfect yarn and will make a beautiful little wrap shawl. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this baby fancy, and then I'll have a pretty cool little shop. I'll have done my Tunisian, and I'll have a nice sample with that yarn. Whew, it's getting warm in here. I guess I don't really need a blanket on in Florida in May, but so I hope everybody is safe after last night. We woke up to alarms going off because of tornadoes and just, yeah, so I hope everybody is okay. I know there's been wacky weather all over the country. And so, all right, I'm going to tell you, be safe. If it's nasty out, just stay home and make some beautiful things, okay? Shout out to Mom, who's on the roads with my brother in Georgia. I tell you, that lady gets around. So I'll get to see her this weekend, going up to Georgia for my niece's graduation. Yay, Shannon. Super excited about that. And, okay, all right, you guys have a super duper week. Hope to see you here in the shop. Bye-bye.